You're looking at Red Mahoney. Red Mahoney, 304 pounds. He's 6'7.5". And all I can tell you is he's from Canada. That's all I know about him. Red Mahoney in the ring for a match against the Super Destroyer. The Super Destroyer from I don't know where. And Verne Siebert in the ring for whatever reason, and I don't know why. Suzie Tanner, our referee, kicks him out of there, rightfully so. And we get the bell to get this match underway. The Super Destroyer, 245 pounds, 6'3" tall. And Suzie Tanner saying, come on, quit arguing with the fans and get in there and wrestle. At this point, he's having a great argument, but not very much wrestling. The Super Destroyer versus Red Mahoney. And already the Destroyer gets in there quickly with a finger to the right in the eye. Of course, the Super Destroyer seems to be another one of these Verne Siebert friends. And you all know what we think of Verne Siebert. I must say, it'll be interesting to see Verne in a match. We did hear from Rick Marsh saying that he was going to be in matches. Haven't seen him in one so far. And, of course, he's got a big one coming up. They're calling it the Stuff the Weasel match. Now, that's going to be an interesting one. And Suzie Tanner telling the Super Destroyer to break that hold. Red Mahoney. Big fella, but he's going to have to get in there quick against this guy, the Super Destroyer. Every time he tries to get up, the Super Destroyer makes sure he gets right back down. A little face ripping. There's one to the back of the head. And kicking him in the side, continuing to kick him. And, of course, Verne Siebert complimenting him all the time. Siebert just leaned in. And he did a little face ripping of his own. Standing around the edge of the ring. This guy, Siebert, is totally disgusting. I call him the Weasel or Super Wimp or something along that line, and you can certainly see why. Super Destroyer catches Mahoney off the ropes. And again, as you can see, there goes Mahoney right out onto the concrete as the Super Destroyer just tosses him right out of the ring. And the fans very upset about this point. Red Mahoney, as I said, we don't know very much about him other than he is from Canada, but that's about the only thing I can tell you. I'll tell you right about now, I'm sure he wishes he was from anywhere but here. Does not lead a lot of this action in the ring against a guy like the Super Destroyer. And again, the Destroyer is going to do a little face ripping on him. Back into the corner. Suzie Tanner trying to get him to break that hold. Not too successful in doing that, though. Again, at this time, I'd like to thank all of the fans for the mail that they send along to the wrestlers, to the referees, to yours truly. Get a tremendous amount of mail, and we certainly do appreciate it. If you'd like to drop us a line, don't forget, Post Office Box 4700, Vancouver, BC, V6B4A3. We'd love to hear from you. You can send a line to yours truly, Ed Carl, or your favorite wrestler, or whomever. Just make sure you use that address. All-Star Wrestling, Post Office Box 4700, Vancouver, BC, V6B4A3. Super Destroyer and Red Mahoney. The Super Destroyer, of course, whenever he comes into the ring now, all the fans are saying E.T., E.T., as they have saying regularly that they think he's E.T. Stanton, who, of course, lost a loser leaves town match and disappeared for a while. Now, I can't say that this guy, the Super Destroyer, is E.T. Stanton, because, frankly, I just don't know, nor would I dare say at this point. I can tell you, Mahoney must have felt that one. I think he broke one of the stringers under the ring again. Here's the Super Destroyer up, and here he comes. Lands that one right on the chest of Red Mahoney. That's it. 1, 2, 3, and that's over in a big hurry. I don't think Red Mahoney got a chance to lay a finger on the Super Destroyer, but I'm going to get an opportunity to get up into the ring and see what's going on here. I think the Super Destroyer has got some interesting new friends here as well. I couple of people I've not seen before. Verne Siebert seems to have his fan club here, Super Destroyer.
Patricia Brady! Where's he at? Oh, where's she at? Look at my partner, baby, the Avenger. The meanest, toughest masked man in the world, besides myself. My partner, he's a winner, brother.
It's going to be your new partner?
He is my partner. He's a winner. He's number one. We're both number one. And nobody, but nobody, can defeat the masked king.
Oh, really?
Moose Morowski, baby.
Moose Morowski, the Avenger. We haven't seen him around here for a while in the last little while.
Tell him what it's all about, Moose.
You know, when the Destroyer contacted me and asked me to be his masked man as a partner, I was none too glad, because the Destroyer's my type of wrestler. He's violent, he's aggressive, and he can take it. Now we're going to clean up this El Tomco and this punk-nosed, snotty-ass Scotsman by the name of Brady. Well, Brady, when you signed a contract to wrestle the Destroyer and Avenger in an everything goes match tonight, you're going to pay for it because your body is going to take a pounding. We just gave you a little sample of how much blood you're going to lose. Because when we get finished with you, Destroyer, we're going to lay it on like nobody's ever laid it on. He want to go outside in the parking lot, we will fight you in the parking lot. You want to take a crowbar? We will take a crowbar. Tomko, you made the biggest mistake in your life, taking that snotty-ass punk kid as a partner, because he hasn't got the experience. He can't take it. He can't take the beatings like us true veterans are.
All right, I want to get a word in here with this guy, Siebert. What do you got going here?
Hey, this is a fantastic team, and I've got my other secret weapon behind me. They are fantastic.
Who is this secret weapon you got behind you here?
Don't worry about him right now.
Turn around.
Don't worry about him. He's just the
Don't worry
meanest,
about
toughest Russian man ever to come from Warsaw. He's the toughest Russian there is in the world. Look at my man. Look at my man.
Who have we got here?
We're going to tear the building down.
Does he not talk? Listen to the Avenger.
Brady and Tomko are going to pay for this. Destroyer, Avenger. Now, Destroyer, I'm going to tell you one thing. Don't ever cross me up. Because if you ever double cross me, you'll never regret it. Remember, Avenger's on top. Under emoji. Destroyer's on the bottom. I am number one. And when we become a partner, there's going to be a partnership that'll never fail. If you listen to me, understand? Because I got the marbles up here. I got it here. And I've been around. We are going to defeat this team. And they're
Somehow, I
going
think
to
this partnership is going to be short-lived somehow. Don't you get that impression? I think it's going to be a rather short-lived one. We'll be right back with more on All-Star Wrestling right after this.